Plan ahead. Definitely plan ahead, guys. This is the Seminole Indian Scout Cemetery near Fort Clark Springs, Texas. Fort Clark was founded in 1845 in that range, part of the Forts Trail going west in Texas. You got Fort Stockton, Fort Davis, and then of course you've got Fort Clark Springs where I'm at right now. And this is the cemetery for the Seminole Indian Scouts that worked with the cavalry during that period of time. This is a later monument here. This is John Shields. It says First Sergeant Indian Scouts, U.S. Army, and then that says April 10th, 1928. But having said that, this is a good setting for what I want to talk about, because all these people have been planted here, and none of them have come up. You know what I mean? It's like putting a seed in the ground and it doesn't take roots. Well, this is kind of what a cemetery is all about. But be that as it may, planning ahead is the purpose of this video. And all of these people, I'm sure, had plans, dreams, expectations, and, well, I don't know what happened. Things changed. They're no longer here. And my point is, you know, for me, what I was doing yesterday evening during my little Beer 30 thinking session was, I'm 77 years old, probably older than most of these young men that are buried here, or their lifetime was shorter than mine. And I thought, well, okay, I'm 77. Where would I like to be in say at age 85? And the answer is probably right here at Fort Clark Springs. You know, and what living conditions or what type of housing? Something that's easy to maintain, no outside yard maintenance, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, and so I'm moving that direction. I already have a home there now with virtually no maintenance. I put on a new roof and stuff. But you do need to plan ahead. These tombstones, you know, they go back into the 1800s, some of them, and it looks like a lonely place. It is, and as you get older, unfortunately, that kind of happens too. If you have children, you know, they may hang around, or else they've moved and you're sitting there looking out the window like a bird and there's nobody around. So you got to entertain yourself and make your life an adventure the best you can, even if an adventure is getting up and going to the restroom. You understand? So plan ahead, plan ahead, plan ahead. Now, some of these markers are just metal stakes like that one there. There's one over here that was just a rock. Forget that one for a minute. This one shows Elijah Daniels, Arkansas Private Indian Scouts, January 12th, 1908, and on we go. But it's a interesting place. It is, you know, and some of the monuments are, you know, like, these are military monuments here. You know, I mean, the military provided that very thoughtfully, and you could see that in Washington at the cemetery there, Washington, D.C. And then here's one here that, I don't know, this might have been, usually when you see something like this was a child, but there's no way to read the dates or anything. Here's one over here. They're everywhere. Anyway, and here's one here that is unknown. This is the resting place of the unknown soldier. And, you know, that's kind of the way it is for all of these people. They were all unknown. Nobody really knew them. They knew their name. And, but that's a good, I think I'll have that on my, of course, I'm going to be cremated, which, yeah, I don't see denying Mother Earth of my components. You know what I mean? Even though burning or being cremated and having the ashes distributed randomly is, I don't know if that does any different or not. It just, it just doesn't take up any space. So, yeah, I'm just walking around here and thinking that, again, this is the Seminole Scout Cemetery. There's others buried here too. It's not just, you know, by reservation. You know, I mean, you didn't have to be a Seminole or whatever. If you were a soldier, you probably ended up here if you were killed in the line of duty. Here's one here, Mother Elsie Taylor, February the 6th, 1871, January 26, 1953. Long life there. And it says at rest. Yep, she's definitely at rest, at ease. So carry on. And then here's one here that's kind of hand done. It says John W. something, born 1875, died 1951. So, yeah, this is where we're all headed. Here's one here, kind of fancy. This must have been a general, you know. You know, they get first-class service even when they die. You know, this is a Pompey Factor. Oh, this was a Medal of Honor private. Indian Scouts, Indian Wars, 1849 to 1928. Well, boy, he lived a long time. That's 51 plus 28, 79 years. Not bad. And then here's a guy that didn't win the Medal of Honor. Okay, this is his buddy. This is Remo. I can't remember, Juanita E. Remo, but he didn't win the Medal of Honor. See, here's the difference. This is Medal of Honor. This is private. This is an E1. You know, yeah, a little difference there. And that's life. That's life. You know. But yeah, plan ahead, guys. You know, think about. You know, let's just say you're 60 years old right now, and you're sitting in your living room getting ready to watch a football game and being sure the beer is cold and all that stuff. Just, you know, bear in mind that things do change, and you know, and you need to sit and think about them sometimes. You know, all the legal stuff that needs to be done, that takes a few minutes, but the rest of it, you know, you need to think it through. You know, you don't want to be, well, it gives you a chance to plan your life, you understand? In other words, things won't be happening randomly. You'll be kind of be in charge. And then as far as checking out, you know, whether you're buried in a casket or cremated, it doesn't matter once you're dead. But you do have a choice about dying, okay? You do have a choice about that. I mean, you can let the natural processes check you out, or you can take charge and check yourself out. That's your own, that's up to you. This is Gertrude Remo, died 1950. Oh, Gertrude, I remember her. Good woman. Good woman. Anyway, here we go. And here's another Remo over here. This must have been the area of the Remos. But yeah, this is fascinating. As you can see, guys, I want you to notice how many people are here. You know, so if you think that after you die, all your friends and relatives are going to come put flowers on your grave and shed tears and all that, well, here's the reality, guys. Here's what really happens. You're out here with the dust blowing over you, and that's the end of that crap, you know? So, you know, do I fear death? No. I don't know. I mean, I don't like to think about it, to tell you the truth. Here's old Betsy Garden. See, Betsy must have had a few bucks, because look at this monument. Yeah, here's one. But she wasn't very old. Betsy Garden lived from April 15th, 1871 to October 27th, 1918. And she died a Christian. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Yeah. How old would that be? Let's see, that'd be 29 plus 18, 30. She was 47, so that's not too bad. And on we go, guys. It's pretty quiet here. You don't hear a lot of here's Tom Remo. His buddy made that for him. It says at rest. He died, I can't read that, it looks like 1933 or 1833. No, I can't be right. 1933, I guess. Whatever. But be that as it may, the whole point of this video is to just kind of give you a wake-up call and maybe get your house in order, because times they are changing. You know, people want to know, or have, you know, why do you want to move to another place? Well, I'm actually planning to move to a place that I'll probably be at till I finish out, you know. Here's John Thompson. He's a private U.S. Indian Scout. He died September the 7th, 1883. And you never know if these guys died in some kind of battle, or if they died of some kind of disease. You never know that. Here's one of those unknowns. That was a big family. The Unknown family. They had a lot of children. Here's Minerva. Catchy name. Minerva Bell, age 35, died September the 17th, 1924. Well, Minerva, enjoy your sleep, babe. And here is another unknown family. I'm telling you, there's several of those unknowns around here. And what I'm asking myself is why were there so many unknowns, okay? I mean, you know, there's more over here. The Unknown family, huh? I hear that, the unknown. Here's, believe it, oh, this is John Daniels. For a minute there, I thought it said Jack Daniels. No, but he July 1925 was the end of his days. And here's some more unknowns. There's a flower on these. Somebody stuck them in the ground here. So anyway, I'm just burning daylight, guys, and I was thinking about, you know, getting a little older here and what I plan to do, because, I mean, right now I feel good, and I'm 77 years old, and I'm sure all these people felt like they were going to live forever too, but, well, you know what I mean. Jelly bean. There's no, now this is interesting. However, I don't know. There's no name, no nothing. Well, here it is right here. Maybe I can read that. I don't want to move it too much. It may fall off. This is, looks like John something. John, that's not John Brown, is it? No. Not John Brown's grave. Surely not. So, guys, sometimes you just got to get out and get with them, don't you? Isn't this interesting, though? Not a soul here. It's a cool day, about 55 degrees here. It's in January, and here I am driving an all-electric car, and these people were riding horses and fighting Indians and all that stuff. And the Indians were just trying to survive. You know, the Indians were just trying to, hey, guys, you know, leave us some food to eat, you know. But the westward movement of the gringos and every other culture that moved into our country kind of forced everything else, pushed them aside. But big fish eat little fish, and that's not new. And but yeah, do a little planning ahead when you get a chance, guys. Do a little thinking. You'll say, okay, I'm age 60. Where do I want to be when I'm age 70? And I'm, you know, if you're age 70, where do you want to be when you're age 80? You know, if you make it. So when I say if you make it, look around. Hello? Don't you answer, guys. Don't you answer. Don't say nothing, okay? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to all these people that are planted here. Yep. Interesting place, guys. So from the Seminole Indian Scout Cemetery near Fort Clark Springs, January 2023, this is Rusty 78609 saying, doop, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. And I mean it. Look around. If there's anything you want to do, well, you might want to get started. All right. So with that in mind, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, use the Amazon link, and enjoy your life, man. Interesting. Very interesting. Bye.